What up, guys and girls? Another brand new video coming back at you today, and welcome back to the Aussie Sim Racing Series. This is the F3 Xbox One League. We are here for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. There is the championship standings on your screen right now. If you have not seen the Canadian Grand Prix and all the other videos of the ASR season so far, then be sure to go check those out. But first off, we'll start off with the incidents from Canada. There were only a couple, well, two or three, there's three incidents in the end, but there was two involving Captain Farah. Now, the first one was lap 31 with Ikai, which was later withdrawn. The other one was on lap 33 with Flying Simang, which was deemed lag. I think that was the one where he got apparently pushed. So, and the other one was another incident with Lockie and Hyperduce, dangerous dive bomb on lap 1. She copped a 5-second time penalty, did Hyperduce for reckless driving, but yeah, that was pretty much all the incidents that happened there as we just run wide coming at, I think that's turn 3, but also must say a big welcome to Joker, who's joined this series since the last round as well. He's driving in the Williams car, but going into this weekend, I wasn't confident. I mean, I did not have any practice whatsoever. I was going to set up on a run here, but I had to back out because of Lego Rob, I think. But as you can see, we get our little tag and we're out. So I wasn't exactly too thrilled about that, but yeah, like I said, I did not have a lot of practice. I only had a little bit of practice trying to get the setup right, but he's on board with Captain Farah, and apparently I wasn't even close to him, so there might have been a bit of lag involved there, but there's a bit of a weird moment there, but nice flying cars with one of the Force Indies. Not sure whether that was Stinchy or a Frizy, but Schulte de Aussie's actually retired from this session. He's hit the wall coming out of turn 19, but yeah, he's on board with Sanguinius Prime. This is what his view looked like. He's about to set off on his flying lap. It's his damaged car in the distance. We should be able to get some footage a bit later on his damaged car, but I didn't quite have a lot of fun with this circuit. It was just a heap hard. That's a new saying anyway, but yeah, there's on board with Schulte de Aussie, so that explains his damage, but it was a lot harder to learn the braking markers because Azerbaijan is a very different circuit. Got quite a bit of variety anyways. We can see there Spagbold. He's also out of qualifying as well. He's sitting position 2 on the grid, so his opportunity to go back-to-back poles is definitely out the window, as we can see now Roxman's run out of fuel, so and he's currently on provisional pole, but now back on board Icos. He's Sanguinius Prime. He's on a hot lap here as well. But just have a look here. There's Joker, who's on a bit of a hot lap. He got a bit of, I didn't actually realise this, but got a bit of a whack there from, I'm not sure exactly who, but he's now in the wall as well. So that's his debut qualifying session done and dusted. But yeah, not sure exactly who tagged him, but here we are, we're coming with Sanguinius Prime onto this long front straight. Just 30 seconds to go. He's coming up to the line right now. He's currently position 6. Make that provisional pole for Sanguinius Prime. Just did a bit of a crofty moment there, I do realise, but I don't really care. This is how I like to do my commentary. But yeah, he's on board with Lego Rob. He's coming down the front straight as well. But it was a very weird moment, as you're about to see now, where he just randomly hits the wall then, and he's out of the session. Now, I've since found out that his controller had a bit of a moment. So that was a very weird one, actually. But I don't think that's the way he wanted to end qualifying. So in the end, my teammate is on pole position. So I think that's his first pole position. No, actually, yeah. Hang on, I've got to remember now. No, I don't think it is. That's actually his first pole position. So congratulations to him. But yeah, we are starting dead last again, which was very exciting, I can guarantee you that. As also, Captain Farah copped a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Joker. But to have a look at the race strategy, it is all fine here in Azerbaijan. I've never seen it rain here, but we changed up the strategy a little bit. I decided to go onto the medium tyres and then go on the super soft towards the end. But yeah, it was definitely not confident going into this race. But we just had to manage. Just hopefully, what's the word? I can't even remember my words lately. But hopefully keep our championship position right up there anyway. But so we're about to set off now. The 5 red lights. Let's do it around Baku, and it's a pretty good start as well. Compared to a few others, we go into turn 1 here. A bit of a few moments there, but Frizy, and I think it was one of the McLarens, but we're already up into P6 now as well. So great start for him for myself, but now coming up into turn 3. Oh, I should point out as well, Ruthnik Bird got elevated to the F2 series as well. So massive congratulations to him as we run a little bit wide coming around. I think that might have been turn 5 actually. So and you also might have noticed then during that start we didn't have the formation lap on. And there is a good reason for that anyway, but we decided to not do the formation lap. I think that might be from now on, but Spagbell's hit the wall there at the castle section, so he's going very slowly. Might have a little bit of front wing damage as we nearly lose the rear end, but this is going to be a little bit awkward as Lego Rob's now out of this race. It's a little bit awkward getting 2 cars there between turn 13. I do apologise, but yeah, Lego Rob's looks like he's hit the wall at the castle section, so we're down now to 11 runners. Probably were missing a few as well, but now coming onto this long front straight. It is very long as we lose Darjoka and Ikayawas. So that's had, I think, a moment coming out of turn 19. So Darjoka's debut in ASR has not got off to the greatest of starts, but like I said to you at the start, this is going to be very annoying. Let's put it that way. It was not an exciting race like I had planned, but I just had to manage my position, hopefully keep the championship position up there. But yeah, now there's only 9 runners left. We are still guaranteed points. We run a little bit wide. I wasn't exactly happy with the braking performance of the car. I don't know where I've got the front brake bias from, but he's on board with St. Williams Prime at the start. Got a very nice jump there compared to Roxman in at turn 1. There's enough room around the outside and pretty easy for him. He's avoided all the carnage that happened at the back there. Nearly hit the wall there coming into turn 2, but yeah, had a pretty good start. He's on board with Lockie. He's missed the start a little bit there, and I think he's going to get swamped here. There goes Spagbowl. There's Ikaya was there. He also managed to avoid all the carnage down at turn 1, but not the greatest of starts from Lockie. I'm not sure exactly when it was put off because there was no formation lap, but it's on board with Frizy. Not the greatest of starts either for him, but coming down to the turn 1, I think he may have been one of these ones caught up in carnage. Yes, he was. He's got the big whack out on the left-hand side, and now he's copped a little bit of front wing damage. So that's his race off to a fly. He's on board with Captain Thara, who started from the rear because of the grid penalty. So like he just followed me and got a great start compared to Darjoka. And that might explain why Frizy got to head up the rear because of Darjoka. But Captain Farah got a little bit of a knock from Mike Iowas, but I managed to get away with it. But yeah, I don't think Darjoka's off going. His race is not going to a great start. But he's an interesting move up the inside. Bit of contact there between Lego Rob and Captain Farah, but he gets the position. Wasn't really keen to give him much space there. Nearly smashed him into the wall, but he's on board through the castle section. You see there all this carnage with Spagwell. Up the inside he goes of, I think that's Shulty Dawsey. Yes, it is. So this was all crazy going into the first lap. This is around turn 13. And they actually hit the wall there, that Spagwell. So I think he's made his damage even worse now, but it's definitely not a great start for him as Captain Farah, and I think Schulte may have just tagged the wall there coming out of, I think that's turn 15. Now cut to lap 2. Schulte's hit the wall out at turn 4, so he's under a little bit of pressure here from the captain. Actually, he's run very, very wide, and he's going to make his line compromised a little bit, but he sort of held him up a little bit, but now as Captain Farah's got the run, and he'll get position 5, so easy pickings for him. So now come up into the castle section. Should make it easy. Make nice and clean through here, but now cut onto lap 3 with us. I wasn't making exactly great ground on the guys in front, especially Stinchy. As you can see there, we've locked up again, coming into turn 4. But I was just not comfortable with this car whatsoever. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but you'll probably see plenty of this during the highlights of this. With the nearly tagged the wall at turn 15, but wasn't too many corners I didn't like around here. But yeah, turn 1, we're just locking our brakes right left and centre, but and again into turn 2, it was just absolutely nowhere. I probably went a little bit too much with the brake bias, but I cut a bit further to the next lap on lap 6. Actually ran a little bit too deep, and we've gone up the escape road here, so it's definitely not ideal. I decided to wait for Captain Farah so I wouldn't get in his road. I tried to get quickly back going again, but I've just made it even worse for myself now, so I had to do nearly a, what is it, a 5-6 point turn probably. We managed to get going. Thankfully, there was a bit of a gap back to Roxman, so didn't lose too much time, but you could really tell that I was just enjoying this race, but so we now come on to this flying left right hander 18 and now 19. I think there might have been a yellow flag at the castle section. Actually, there is still a yellow flag coming just a bit more further. It's around turn 12, so someone's had a bit of a spin there, and you see the tyre wear. The rears have definitely been used a lot more. I thought the fronts would have been a bit more higher as well, but this was just not a comfortable car whatsoever this whole weekend. Maybe if I had more practice under my belt, I may have gone a little bit better, but I was just going to have to deal with whatever position I had, so I didn't really care. We had to consolidate championship points anyway, so now that Ruth McBird is no longer part of the F3 setup, now he's in F2, so we definitely now have a chance to have a crack at this championship. But this was a bit of a weird moment for me. I don't know why I did this even, so it's around turn 17 and we lost the position to Roxman, so I felt like a bit of an idiot there, I can tell you that much, but it was just not comfortable whatsoever. So now come on to the castle section. Nearly tagged the wall there at turn 8, so that would have nearly been my race done had I been a little bit further, but now on board with Captain Farah on lap 9. It's going to possibly make a move here on Lockie. I'm not sure exactly what's happened here, but you probably see a big X. He's probably lost connection again, but he's now coming to this fast right hand. We tagged the wall a little bit. That probably had to do because of the front wing damage, but somehow managed to get away with it with no more damage. I was a bit surprised, I'll be honest, but I could have easily binned it this whole race. I could have easily binned it, but now down to turn 1, we run very wide again, so it's just a very exciting race. There's, someone's off at turn 2. That's Schulte to Aussie there, so he's obviously had a bit of a moment, so I think he was down the order anyway, so I think he's now down a lap down anyway, so now cut a bit further on as we come up to turn 15 again. There might have been a few yellow flags there back at, what was it, turn 6. So someone may have had a moment there. This might explain why. He's on board with Spagbowl. He's got absolutely no front wing. So you see there, Fries is laying everywhere, and there's a bit of contact, and that would explain why there was a yellow flag. And in the end, it was an illegal overtake, so he had to wait forever for Frizy to get past, and you'll see there that the lag held. So gets that position back, but this is definitely not ideal for Spagbowl considering he has no front wing, but now cut back on board with Captain Farah, who nearly runs into the wall there at turn 7. That would have been a little bit awkward, but he's in a podium position at the moment, so he will not be giving that position up very easily, considering his only other podium was in China. So again, coming down this fast straight, they make up a few spots, nothing really exciting. That's Spagbowl tagging the wall at turn 3. Take the inside wall, then the outside wall, and that was on board with my teammate and the race leader, so it was a bit of an awkward moment for him, but just run a little bit, nearly again tagged the wall there at turn 15. Turn 15 is definitely going to feature a lot in these highlights, this highlights package. I can guarantee you that much, but again, this car was just not set up perfectly. I was just speechless. I don't know exactly what the hell happened, but nearly hit the wall at turn 7, and here we are again at turn 15, just riding the curb a little bit too much probably, and well, if anything, I was just trying to avoid the wall. So, and now on board with Captain Farah. Runs a very, just a little bit deep there, and I think he might actually lose a spot to, that's Spagbol. I thought the Spagbol was a lap down, but he's taken that position back, but now he'll give the spot back to Captain Farah because I think he may have been given blue flags, but it's a very interesting one there as we come around this fast left-right-hander. Coming onto this long front straight, and it is very long. It'll probably take forever around here. Now was the perfect time to come in and I think to change onto the super soft tyres anyway to get me to the end, because it was just a horrific day. What more can you say? It was just so horrible, but let's just see what we can do on these super soft tyres. I was just hoping I'd finish the race. There goes Captain Farah as in their position 4, so I think we might just get out of the head of Roxman here as we exit the lane. There's a bit of a race on here actually to get out of the lane. We just going to pop out in front of Roxman. We're coming into turn 2. I make a massive balls up there and just run too deep there and actually give the spot back to Roxman. So that would have been easy P5, but I guarantee he probably would have got me anyway, considering my car pace was just nowhere. That was definitely not ideal for me as a... And we just had to carry back on and just get our back up as Schulte's run may have hit the wall then at turn 4. I think he was losing his front wing majority of this race anyway, so he was having an enjoyable day as well, just like me, but cut back onto lap 19, but this time we run too deep and we make our front wing even worse. So I thought at this rate there's no way I'm going to come in and take an extra pit stop because of the damaged front wing, but yeah, I just had to manage for the rest of the race. But here's that battle continuing with Captain Farah and Spagbol, and Spagbol's going way too deep, and that's Captain Farah's front wing gone, and that was a ballsy up move there from Spagbol. I don't know exactly what he was thinking coming into, considering he's a lap car. We just tagged the ball there at turn 19 again, but it probably wasn't the front wing damage, but certainly didn't help Captain Farah, considering he had to make another pit stop, so that was an easy spot for him. But you can see now that it's lime green on the right, and I think you call that orange on the left part of the front wing. So considering on lap 20, I thought, no way, I'm just going to have to manage this till the end of the race. So there was no way in hell I was going to come in, because this race was just horrible. But we get DRS. I think not sure exactly who's out in front, who is in front of us, but oh, it's actually Spagbol. Speaking of, so but he just lets us through as we run a little bit wide. He's still got no front wings, so I think he's still going through this whole race as we nearly pulls it up again at turn 2, but managed to get away with that one. It was just so horrible. I'm probably going to say horrible a lot in this video, but as we tag the wall there at turn 3, and we now make our lime green part of the wing, we now make it a bit yellow, and I think Spagbol may have tagged the wall there as well at turn 3, so it wouldn't have hurt much. He only lost part of his front wing there anyway, but now come to lap 22 as Spagbol's now retired from this session. So he's had a big crash coming out of, I think at turn 15 by the looks of it. So but now we're nearing the final stages of this race, and I was just thanking my lucky stars, and it was just near the end of the race because it was just so horrendous. As now we come under attack from Captain Farah, and we take the wall there at turn 8. So That's definitely not ideal, but the front wing was making it a little bit difficult, I'm not going to lie. But now we're going to focus on these last couple of laps anyway. It was just so slow. I had to roll out of the throttle, actually hit the wall again. I mean, at turn 19, but I just knew I had to possibly cover my position, maybe let Captain Farah through anyway, considering he was quicker. But I went to the inside line, he went the outside line. Who's going to break first coming into turn 1? It was me anyway, but he runs a little bit wide as Captain Farah, but he gets the position back. We've got plenty of rich mix up our sleeve, so we should have enough fuel. But St. Widius Prime comes through and wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, so that's back-to-back wins for my teammates. So Ferrari are on a charge in the Constructors' Championship, but you see there Captain Farah runs a little bit wide coming out of, I think that's turn 6 over that chicane. So he's had a shocking run, and we get that position easily. Just hold him up a little bit there. But now it's just a case of just managing this position and getting to the finish line. But now we're going to watch this last bit from turn 16 onwards. But he actually got a great run on me, and thankfully I had a bit of fuel up my sleeve. But I just had to, so patient coming out of these last few corners. I just had to do everything I can just to keep him behind from me, just to get championship points as much as I can. In the end, I decided to weave a little bit just to break the slipstream. At the end of the day, I'll probably weave it maybe a little bit too much, but in the end, we do finish P5, so it wasn't really too bad. What can I say? It's just one of those races. He's on board with Captain Farah, what actually happened. So here he goes, cut the shocking run, actually rides the bumps there, and there's the position back for myself up into turn 7. So I make it easy for him. Don't give him much room, but yeah, no, that was the easy part of the move. But you'll see a bit later on what he was trying to do. As you can see, he tries to get a good run coming out of turn 15. I had a shocking run out of there. But yeah, you'll see coming out of here onwards, turn 16 onwards, he'll have a great run coming out of this section. So he's got the run. He's got a bit more fuel than me. But even he has a bit more downforce than me. Just gives the wall a little bit of a touch at turn 18. But you can see there, he's trying to follow my slipstream. I probably was weaving, like I said, weaving maybe a little bit too much. But in the end, it was enough just to get position 5. Only just.
So,
but
here they come now, out onto the
there is the podium.
Wherever you go, anywhere in the
So my
world,
teammate, back-to-back wins for him, like I said. So he's on a bit of a charge in this championship.
It's Ferrari.
And he'll be fighting for this championship as well. Now that Ruth Nickberg's no longer part of the F3 league. But you see there, Lockie gets a well-deserved P2. I think he's been a quality driver. He's just had no luck so far this season with, well, pretty much either internet connection and whatnot. But Stinchy as well. I think that's his first podium since Australia. So a big congrats to him. But yeah, in the end, it's just a horrible race. What more can I say? We were well off the pace. I was just glad it finished. But in the end, that's all we could say, really. But you see all the warnings there. There's the championship standings now. And now it is a Ferrari 1-2 in the championship with St. Widius Prime and myself in position 1 and 2. Spagbowl now back in P3. He's got a double non-points finish. And Ferrari is also leading the Constructors' Championship for the first time as well. We're ahead of Red Bull. Toro Rosso still in third. Renault in fourth. And I think that was Force India coming back into position 5. But yeah, hopefully we can have a better run out in Austria. But this is where the video ends today, guys and girls. If you did enjoy, be sure to give it a big smash on that like button. If you want to leave a comment, you can do so down below about this race, about my horrendous race. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel for plenty more Aussie Sim Racing videos on the F1 2017, plus plenty more video gaming content as well. And also, if you want to give me a follow on my social media, all the links will be down in the description. But for the moment, guys and girls, it is goodbye, and I'll see you all next time.